Hello students, and welcome back to the online lecture series of Pharmacognosy and Phytochemistry 2 of 5th semester. I am Nilesh Banarse, and today we are going to discuss about the acetate pathways of first unit, that is metabolic pathways in higher plants. But before heading to acetate pathways, let's take a short revision on previous topic. In the last lecture, we had discussed about metabolism, which is nothing but set of chemical reactions taking place in living organisms and are generally divided as catabolic and anabolic reactions. Catabolism or catabolic reactions involves breakdown of larger molecule into smaller with release of energy, while anabolism or anabolic reactions involves building of larger molecule from smaller by using energy. Further, we discuss about metabolites, which are intermediate or end products of metabolic reactions. These plant metabolites are classified as primary metabolites and secondary metabolites. As name itself explained that primary metabolites are of primary needs and most important to the plants, while secondary metabolites are of secondary needs and they are least important to the plants. Primary metabolites are essential for normal growth, development and reproduction of plants, while secondary metabolites are not essential for growth, development and reproduction, but can be useful for providing protection from herbivores or insects and also provide different colors to the plants. Primary metabolites are generally produced by basic metabolic pathways like glycolysis, TCA cycle, while secondary metabolites are produced from primary metabolites or their intermediates of these pathways. The complexity of primary and secondary metabolic pathways and metabolites can be understood by overview of pathways showing on your screen. The examples of primary metabolites are carbohydrates, proteins, fats and nucleic acid, while secondary metabolites includes alkaloids, glycosides, terpenoids and many more. Due to the therapeutic actions, secondary metabolites are of human interest. Later, we had studied the shikimic acid pathway, that the name of the pathway is based upon the intermediate, that is shikimic acid, formed in the pathway as an intermediate. Shikimic acid was firstly isolated from Japanese shikimi, while the work of complete elucidation of shikimic acid pathway was done by Bernard Davis and his collaborators. It includes the formation of essential amino acids, that is phenylalanine, tyrosine and tryptophan, with many intermediate products. Further, we discussed that these amino acids and intermediates acts as useful building blocks for biosynthesis of secondary metabolites like coumarin, flavonoids, alkaloids and lignans. So, up to this we had discussed in last lecture. For more information, you can visit this channel. So, moving further, today we have to discuss about acetate pathways. For your interest, I made this lecture as question and answer type. So, the question arises that why this pathway termed as acetate pathway? This is because the starting material for this pathway is acetyl coenzyme A, which was formerly called as active acetate. It is just like Kolkata, which formerly called as Calcutta. So here we come to know that acetyl coenzyme A is the starting material for acetate pathway, but how it forms in plants? Actually, acetyl coenzyme A is resulted by oxidative decarboxylation of pyruvate of glycolysis and also by oxidation of long chain fatty acids or by oxidative degradation of certain amino acids. Now, moving towards our next curiosity, that what are the important metabolic pathways in which acetyl coenzyme A participates? In fact, acetyl coenzyme A is considered as very important molecule and as a building block for the synthesis of various secondary metabolites through various metabolic pathways in plants. Among them, two most important pathways in which acetyl coenzyme A plays an important role are acetate mevalonate pathway and acetate malonate pathway. So, let's study first the acetate mevalonate pathway. Acetate mevalonate pathway was first discovered in eukaryotes in 1956. This pathway is also termed as isoprenoid pathway or HMG coenzyme A reductase pathway. This pathway begins with acetyl coenzyme A and ends with production of isopentenyl 5-pyrophosphate IPP and dimethylallyl pyrophosphate DMAPP. In the first step of this pathway, two acetyl coenzyme A molecules are condensed to form acetoacetyl coenzyme A, which is followed by the formation of 3-hydroxy-3-methyl glutaryl coenzyme A, that is HMG coenzyme A. Further, HMG coenzyme A is reduced to form mevalonic acid. The mevalonic acid is further converts to mevalonate 5-phosphate and to mevalonate 5-pyrophosphate and finally into isopentenyl 5-pyrophosphate and dimethylallyl pyrophosphate. Up to the formation of mevalonic acid, the pathway is designated as upper mevalonate pathway, and from mevalonic acid to IPP and DMAPP as lower mevalonate pathway. These IPP and DMAPP acts as active isoprene units and resulted to form geranyl pyrophosphate, farnesyl pyrophosphate, geranyl pyrophosphate, and squalene, which resulted to form various secondary metabolites like monoterpenes like limonene and camphor, sesquiterpenes like gingiberine, diterpenes like phytols and taxanes, triterpenes like glyceretinic acid, tetraterpenes like carotenoids, sterols like stigmasterols and cytosterols, polyisoprene compounds like rubber, and hormones like gibberellin. So, this is all about discovery, steps of acetate mevalonate pathways, along with its importance for the formation of various secondary metabolites through IPP and DMAPP. Now, moving toward next important metabolic pathway in which acetyl coenzyme A plays active role is acetate malonate pathway. Acetate malonate pathway plays a vital role for the biosynthesis of fatty acids in plants. In this pathway, acyl carrier proteins ACP plays an important role. In this pathway, firstly, acetyl coenzyme A is carboxylated to malonyl coenzyme A by enzyme called as acetyl coenzyme A carboxylase. The malonyl coenzyme A is then reacts with ACP to form malonyl ACP. Further, the malonyl ACP is then condensed with acetyl coenzyme A or acetyl ACP to produce acetoacetyl ACP. This acetoacetyl ACP further converts to beta-hydroxybutyryl ACP, butynoyl ACP, and 2-butyryl ACP. Once butyryl ACP is formed, it returns to step 4 and continues up to step 9 to generate hexanoyl ACP. This process is continued for 5 rounds more, that is total 7 rounds, until palmitoyl ACP is formed. Further, this palmitoyl ACP undergoes cleavage to produce palmitate or palmitic acid. Similarly, longer chain fatty acids are produced involving different series of such reactions. In this pathway, malonyl coenzyme A acts as very important molecule which, in association with other molecules, produces various secondary metabolites like flavonoids and some anthraquinone glycosides. These fatty acids formed in acetate malonate pathways can undergo further metabolism to produce variety of secondary metabolites like methyl jasmonates. This is about acetate malonate pathway, that is how it takes place in the plant, and which are the secondary metabolites can be resulted through this pathway. So students, today we discuss about acetate mevalonate pathway and acetate malonate pathway. We will meet again with new topic. Thank you very much for your kind attention and have a nice day.